watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose in my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, did.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You talk about this Miami defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Hurts going to move him around. In motion comes the tight end left. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Throwing is Hurts. This goes out wide for Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Joe Mixon with his 4th 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Footing always a concern with the extra points on the play. And it's a score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both. And he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable.
He's got him in. Complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 on a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 30-yard. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
To about the 35, 2nd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Second and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him in the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their 2 rounds as they'll head to the sideline and talk about what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Henry. No gain on the play that time. So it's stopped, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. They'll run, it's Henry, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. But with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
On first down, Justin Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there at each guy.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Smith, the man in motion left. But 1st down, Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
63.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
On the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. Now the ball comes loose, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now it's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert off of play action. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions in there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked at repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goes right back to Smith again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. He's still in search of his 1st rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Allen and good by the PAT. Lead is now 21-14. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. On the delay, it's Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's across for a touchdown. And the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. for the extra point. And with that, it's obtained. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed. Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they actually had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage.